One of the questions we get, especially when it has to do with marriage and parenting, is how parenting has changed the dynamic of our marriage. As of this week, we are parents for 1 year. So we're
Big
celebrating
celebration. 1 year of
son's
parenting
1 year, year one.
of life.
Is it like 1 year old birthday?
His first birthday.
His first birthday. Okay.
His first birthday.
I was like, there's something in there that should be explained pretty easily. But anyways, his first birthday. And so that means we've been parents for 1 year.
Yes.
And so we want to talk about how parenting has changed our marriage. And we want to tackle it from three perspectives. One is adventure and leisure. The second is financial. And the third is routine. So let's talk about adventure and leisure. Because I think that that's the category that people feel like, oh, I want to hold off, not have kids until I do a certain amount of trips or a certain amount of experiences or hiking or camping.
I think people think that part of their life is over almost once they have a baby.
Yeah.
And I think for us, we've been able to still do a lot with our baby. We really wanted to hold to a flexible schedule with him. So like, especially in the first few months when he'd sleep anywhere, we would like take him on like late night date nights. We'd take him on walks. We took him on trips.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was amazing. And now that he's more so of a toddler, I think that is like changing a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he desires a bit more routine.
Yeah.
But the first year, I would say, we were able to kind of take him wherever we went.
Yeah, and there'll be trips that we do, just the two of us. But the way I see it is like when you get married, you become a family. Mm-hmm. When you have kids, they're added to your family. So just like how you want to build memories in your marriage, you also want to build memories in your family as well. So you want to invite kids into the memories that you get to create while you're traveling.
Yeah, and I think the reality is with a baby, they sleep so much. So like once they go to sleep at like 7:30, like you have all night together one-on-one. Like you still have that quality time together.
You don't leave them at the hotel room.
Yeah, like sorry,
But,
our
like,
baby's always with us,
yeah.
but he's like asleep. So it's pretty much like he's not there. And so there's so many times where we're like, oh man, it hasn't been just us in a while, but at the same time, we never felt like we were missing out on a lot of alone time.
Like there were times where in Japan, for example, it was inconvenient because a lot of the restaurants were smaller.
Yeah, or had stairs.
You had to go upstairs.
Lots of stairs.
Like multiple levels up.
Yeah.
Elevators broken, whatever.
Yeah.
But in general, it made the trip so much richer having him with us.
Yeah, for
sure. Even though he was 10 months, 11 months at that time.
So that's travel and leisure. Now we will move on to finance.
Yeah.
How did having a baby affect our finances?
What do you think?
I think, of course, there's extra expenses with a baby, but I don't know if it's as overwhelming as people think it might be. Mm-hmm. I feel like when people think about having a baby, they're like, oh, I need to be financially ready for that. But especially in the first couple of years, I feel like kids don't need much. Mm-hmm. It can be more simple than you think.
Mm-hmm. I think two caveats there that have to do with our personalities and the way we parent, like our style or whatever. It's like, one is that we did a lot of breastfeeding, so we didn't have to spend money on
formula. Yeah.
We didn't do breastfeeding. Mariah did breastfeeding, but you get what I mean. The second is that we are like pretty anti nice clothes for babies.
Yeah.
Like we'll get him like the odd thing.
And if you've ever seen him in nice clothes, it's like a gift from someone else.
Yeah.
So,
So, like, I didn't even know that you can spend $80 on a sweater for a baby.
You could probably spend more. Yeah.
And so we just didn't really spend that way and won't spend that way on our son. So because of that, that's an expense line that is not non-existent, but just cheaper low than it would if we had valued that a bit more.
Yeah.
I would say, for the most part, now that we're introducing solids, he eats what we eat.
Yeah. And then like on trips, like his flights were all free because he just sat in our laps and he mostly breastfed on the trips we went on. Yeah. So it's just easy.
And then one more bonus caveat actually is that we have a big community, both come from big families. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the bigger ticket items were actually gifts to us, whether it be a car seat, strollers, crib. Yeah. All these things were gifts, so we don't really have to spend that much. So that's one thing that I want to share, just to be fair.
I feel like though the bigger ticket items, like if you're getting reasonably priced things, I feel like you could get away, and correct me if I'm wrong, with spending under like $3,000.
Yeah.
Would you say?
So. Even cheaper.
Yeah,
Because
I would say even cheaper.
with, like,
I
online
$3,000 is
marketplaces and
generous.
stuff
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Like maybe under two. I'm thinking like car seat, stroller, high chair, like anything bigger, I guess, that you'd have to get. And that number, although it's a big number in the grand scheme of things, I feel like it's not huge. It's not
Yeah.
like having a baby isn't like $20,000
Yeah.
on your year, you know?
So it's like when you think about $3,000 over the course of a year, it's $250 a month.
Yeah.
Which is,
And the stroller will last you a lot longer than
Yeah.
that. And like a lot of things will last you a couple of
if you have
years. Yeah.
multiple kids, you can
And
use
you can
things.
reuse it. And then it's like a one-time purchase, which
And
is
then
great.
I feel like you've been creative about like Facebook Marketplace groups.
Yeah.
Or like Facebook groups and then
Yeah,
Marketplace
there's
Flow.
some Facebook groups that are just like trade or gift. So I've been like given, I think actually we did a trade, but this woman gave me way more than what I gave her. She was super generous, but she just gave me like so many boy clothes. It was wild. And it was like probably $300 worth of boy clothes for whatever I gave her was probably like $30.
Yeah.
So there's groups like that. And then there's Facebook Marketplace that has like, lots of great stuff.
So the bottom line for us is that, yes, sure, you feel it a little bit financially, but I don't think it's as financially taxing as sometimes culture or society portrays it to be.
Yeah.
Then the last one is routine. And I think this is the one that impacts people the most and has impacted us the most.
So the way our life is designed now, because I'm home with our son, is that I just naturally take on more of the things regarding the home. So cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping, whereas like something like grocery shopping, we would have literally always done together.
Yeah.
I kind of miss that.
Yeah, I do kind of miss that. Let's just have a moment for our
moment of silence for our
grocery
Costco
shopping.
runs.
We should still do that, and
We could, but I guess our time together is like precious.
Yeah.
That we don't want to spend it grocery
fair.
shopping, whereas I can easily do that. Anyways, so I take on a lot of that, which I'm happy to do and love doing. And that's just been a bit of a change for us. Whereas it used to be like 50-50. Like we used to like cook 50-50, clean 50-50 and everything. But
yeah, I think that as our son has gotten older, he's become more of an active being to manage. Like, I just feel like there was a point where, like, for his first 5 years or first 5 months of his life, he would literally just lay there.
Yeah, or sit there.
And we could pretty much just do whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
But now we have to, like, actively watch him.
Or when he'd be crying, I could, like, wear him in the carrier and just take him around with me. But he doesn't like that thing anymore, and he's super heavy.
Like, there was literally 30 seconds where I turned away from him. And I turn back around, and I hear, like, a splashing. And he's like, doing this in the toilet. I'm like, what's going on? So all that to say is that we can't just like hang out, go on with life as normal.
No, it's different.
While hanging out at the house with him. That's one thing that I would say surprised me about parenting is how quickly the toddler phase starts.
Yeah.
Like the moment they start crawling, they're pretty
it's
much
just you're
toddlers.
done for.
Yeah.
You're done for. And then
You're done.
Like,
it's over.
Like when he started to learning how to open and close drawers, that was different too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he always like closes the drawer on
like
his own
on his
finger,
fingers.
And he starts screaming. It's wild.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So like that's changed. Our routine too. I kind of like alluded to this earlier. He goes to bed at like a certain time now. And so that just changes things.
Yeah.
That means like mostly we've been having a lot of people over to our house for dinner and stuff so we can just put him to bed and not have to deal with like being at someone's house and bringing a playpen and putting him to bed in someone's room. And like, just, it's a lot of extra things and we're happy to have people over. And so, or there's some events I'll just leave early
But
because
again, that's changed as of
that's
recent,
been more recent
over the
because
last 8 weeks or so.
yeah, because as he's gotten older, we're like seeing and desiring a bit more of a need for routine. Routine is really good for babies and toddlers. And he used to be able to fall asleep anywhere when he was young. It just didn't matter where he was, he could fall asleep.
Yeah.
But now he's too stimulated, he's too aware of whatever is going on, so we need to be home. And that's just the way it is. Or we could bring a playpen, but yeah.
So I guess the summary would be like travel and leisure has been able to remain, but it's just looked different as he's gotten older.
Yeah.
Finances we've noticed it a bit, but not a consequential amount.
Yeah.
And then what we'd say about routine is that, it's been heavily impacted.
Yeah.
And I think that like, I remember when we started dating, we both had busy schedules.
Yeah.
And we kind of talked about, sometimes people will say relationships are a distraction, go out and build your career. And then I remember being like convicted about the fact that the relationship wasn't a distraction, it's a chosen addition.
Yeah.
And I feel that the same way about our son, where it's not a distraction or like a almost like
inhibitor
a negative,
or something. Yeah.
He's like a chosen addition.
Yeah.
And we look forward to one day being able to add more because we want more kids. So
yes.
Yeah, it's been a gift.
Yeah. So if you're thinking of having kids, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And you can do it. You can do it. I think there's a lot of hard moments, but the beauty of it outweighs the hardships like times a million.
And it's added so much richness to our marriage because it's something to bond over. And he's just added so much to our life and our union.
Well, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you like this video, make sure to share it with someone that you think might